Howdy, welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your destination, your site for learning classic rock and pop songs on this lovely little 8-string instrument. My name is Mike DeJong, and once again we are taking a look at a pop Christmas classic, and this one going all the way back to 1945, apparently. It's called Let It Snow. And the story behind this song is it was written in 1945 in Hollywood, California by a couple of songwriters in the middle of the summer, in July 1945. I guess they were dreaming about back east or the snow or the winter or something, but certainly it's a wonderful song, Let It Snow, and it's a popular Christmas classic. It's been covered by many pop artists over the years, many great artists like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and even more recent artists have covered this one as well. So I will show you how to play it on the mandolin. It's a little jazzy. There's some cool jazz chord voicings here for you that maybe you haven't come across before. So I will show you all of that, and I'll show you that little melody line you can play over top. But before we get to the lesson, a little bit of business. If you are new to the channel here, thank you very much for checking us out. We really appreciate it. But before you check out of here, please don't forget to hit that little red subscriber button down there in the lower right corner of your screen. It really helps us to continue to grow this channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much once again for your ongoing support. We really appreciate it. And also, if you don't mind, please check out our Patreon links down below. Maybe kick in a couple of bucks in support of RPM if you feel like it. And also, we have some Amazon links down below. Good place to find some Christmas presents for the mandolin player in your family. Maybe it's you. Anyway, that's enough of business. Let's take a look at this lesson now for Let It Snow right here on RPM. Okay, Let It Snow is in the key of F. And it starts off with some really cool jazzy chord voicings. It starts off with a little intro run that goes... Okay, so what are those chords? Well, I'm starting off with an F major 7. Yeah, F major 7 chord, right? It's a really cool little chord voicing. And what is that chord voicing? Well, it's 2nd fret of the G string, 2nd fret of the D string, and 3rd fret here of the A string, right? So it's an F major 7 chord. And interestingly enough, I'm not even playing the F note in this chord. There's no root in this chord, but it works really nicely like that. All right, the notes in it are actually A and E and C, but F major 7 because it works really nicely with the next couple of chords in the key of F. It goes F to G to A, but these are minor chords because we're in the key of F. So the next chord right here is a G minor chord and then an A minor chord. All right, so F, G minor, A minor, G minor, like that. What's the G minor voicing that I'm using here? Well, 3rd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the D, and 5th fret of the A. All right, so like that. Then I'm just shifting that up 2 frets to the 5th fret, and the 5th fret, and the 7th fret on the A. And that's your A minor 7 chord. All right, so these are minor 7 chords. Major 7 on the F, and then G minor 7 and A minor 7. All right, really nice jazzy run here. So it goes... So you want to hit that strumming. You want to kind of feel the jazzy beat that's going on. I'm using a drum track here to keep me going with that beat. So just feel that sort of... So maybe 1 on the F and then... Okay, you start off with that F major 7, a couple of to the G, and then to the A minor 7. So, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. All right, so try to get that rhythm. Like that. Now, the chords through the verses of this song are very similar, with one minor exception. Actually, yeah, I guess you could call it a minor exception. It's an A flat diminished chord, or G sharp diminished chord if you prefer. All right, so the progression in the verse is slightly different than the intro. It goes, right? So instead of going back to the G minor after the A minor, you go to this chord here, which again is an extension of that, which is an A flat diminished chord. A flat diminished, wow, that sounds pretty technical. Actually, it's at the same chord as a G7 chord right there. It's the same voicing, right? So you've got this note at the 4th fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the D string, and then 5th fret of the A string, just like that. And that leads into your next chord. So the weather outside is frightful, right? It goes over those lines. The weather outside is frightful. So again, F major 7, G minor 7, A minor 7, A flat diminished. Then you go back to that G minor 7 to a C7 chord. In some of the charts that I've seen, it's a C9 chord. You can also play a C9, but on the mando, I'm playing a C7 there. So one more time from the beginning. Your outside is frightful. The fire is so delightful. Okay, so those chords are, again, G minor 7, C7. Your G minor 7, as I showed you, is 3, 3, 5. And your C7 is 3, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so one more time, the verses. And you want to give it a kind of a swinging, jazzy feel there. You want to kind of feel that third beat, so one. Okay, so one more time, the verses. Okay, that's the first part of the verse. The next part of the verse goes back to that G minor 7 again, and then to a D7 or a D9, as I've seen in some charts. The G minor 7 once again. Your D7 is 5th fret here on the G, 4th fret, and 5th fret. Okay, it's basically the same as that C7, just moved up a couple of frets. So one more time, the entire verse goes. G minor 7, D, G minor 7 again, and then C7 back to F. All right, one more time on the verses slowly. F major 7, G minor 7, A minor 7 to D flat diminished, then G minor 7, C7, and then G minor 7, D7, G minor 7, F. Okay, so one more time. Then you go back into the beginning part again. So F major 7, G minor 7, A minor 7, G minor 7. Okay, and another part in this song that's really nice is the When We Finally Kiss Goodnight part. When we finally kiss goodnight. Right, so what is that? Well, that's actually a C major 7 now, right here. And I'm playing that at the 5th fret of the G, 5th fret of the D, and then 7th fret of the A, and 7th fret of the E. All right, that's a C major 7, and I'm giving it a little bit of a push there. I'll show you that in a second. So you're going, when we finally kiss goodnight. So on the word kiss, you switch to a D minor 7, a D minor 7, okay? From C major 7 to D minor 7. And the D minor 7 is like that. It's the 5th fret here of the G, 3rd fret of the D, and 5th fret of the A. All right, so 5th, 3rd, 5th. Right, so when we finally kiss goodnight. And I do a little push there from this note here, the 7th fret on the A, just there, to the 6th fret, right? Right? And you can even do it, you can even push both of those notes there if you want. Or you can push the entire chord. But I think it sounds better when you go like that. So it goes, when we finally kiss goodnight. Then you go back to the D minor 7, and you can do another little push there on the C7 chord. So C major 7, D minor 7, C major 7, then D minor 7, G7, and C7, like that. So D minor 7, as I just showed you here, and then G7, which is the 4th fret, the 3rd fret, and the 5th fret, right? Quickly, and then to that C chord again, right? So it's 3, 2, 3, and you can do that little push again. So that's the first part of that little bridge, but the second part of the bridge is slightly different. Instead of going to the D minor 7 and the G7, they actually go just to a D dominant 7 and then back to the C7, right? So when we finally kiss goodnight, D minor 7, G7, C7. So the last part of it is actually D7, G7, C7. So all the way home I'll be warm. So when we finally kiss goodnight, ain't going out in the storm. All the way home I'll be warm. And then back to that F major 7 part again. All right, those are the chords for the song. Now let's take a look at that little melody part. And again, I'm just following the vocal melody, so it's pretty simple to pick it out, but it goes... Okay, so what is that? Well, I'm starting on the... like that, okay? I'm starting on the open A, and I'm going open, 1st, 3rd. Okay, so, and then walking down again. Okay, so open A, 1st, 3rd, 1st, open, and then to the D string. So 5, 3, and then to the G string right there, the 5th of the G string, which is actually a C note. So one more time, really slowly for you. All right, then we pick up some cool notes in the F scale. All right, so it's here from the E note, the 2nd fret of the D to the 3rd fret of the D to the 5th fret. And then 3rd, 5th again. So, and back down with that 2nd fret again. So once again, okay. Okay, then we go back up to the A string again. Okay. So A, open, 3rd, 5th, 3rd, 1st, A. Finally to the 5th fret of the D string. Like that, right? Then we jump all the way up to the high E. I go... right? So I'm using the open E string here. You can also use the E note there, but I'm going... all right, so open. Again, you're just using the 5, the 3, the 1st fret, and the open to there, right? So you're pausing a couple times. You're going open, 5, 3, 3, 1, open, open, 5, 3. Okay, the melody one more time. And you can end with an F chord or an F major 7 if you feel brave enough. All right, that's it for Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. A wonderful song to play at Christmas time and sounds really great on the mandolin. Really gives you that nice little chimey sound. Enjoy playing it. I hope you got a lot out of this lesson. You'll impress your friends with those jazzy chords if you've never played them before. My name is Mike DeJong. Thanks again for tuning into RPM Christmas version. I hope you enjoy the Christmas tune tutorials that we are doing here. In fact, I hope you enjoy checking out all of our tutorials. We have many of them there for you, pop and rock classics from today and yesterday. Thanks again for checking out our channel. Don't forget to subscribe on the way out by hitting that little red button. And also, please check out our Patreon and Amazon links down below if you can. Thanks very much from RPM.